So what do you think about the results? Buddy and I are over the moon. Guys, it turned out 100 times better than I could have ever imagined. And it took us, if you count the days, it actually took us 6 days. Even though it was 2 weeks, you got to remember he works through the week and then he was out of town. So 6, maybe 7, but I'm guessing 6 because I did the painting and I did the seal on the grout and all of that early this morning. I got up at 4:30. So I'm looking around and I keep wanting to pinch myself like, did I really get the kitchen that we had planned for 2 years? And when I say that, it's because every outlet in this kitchen was purchased 2 years ago. We didn't have to purchase them because I knew what I was planning for, praying for to come to fruition. So when we bought all the outlets for the house, we had them tucked away. And Mr. Buddy worked on them yesterday. Oh, real quick, Mr. Buddy has sinus infection, upper respiratory, 2 shots and some meds, but he's doing great today. So that's why y'all didn't see a video yesterday. I could have filmed him doing these outlets because after all the cleanup, he had to take this cutter and cut my tile I put in because all these outlets are the square ones. I don't know what the difference is, but he doesn't like those round ones. And he didn't take that in consideration when he was cutting the tile, so he had to cut into it, which it didn't hurt. He said, I put plenty of mortar and grout and stuff on it. But that like to ate his lunch, I'm just saying. But he got that done, and I didn't film it because I wasn't home for a couple hours yesterday. I didn't realize that I had my normal procedure that I have every 4 months, and I'll just leave it like that. So I got my little text reminder, your appointment is yada yada, and I'm like, oh no. So I wasn't home yesterday, and by the time I got home, I just wanted some coffee and I wanted to sit down, and I sat for a while. Mr. Buddy cooked us some ribs on the grill, so we had a good supper, and then I come in here and started working, and I worked till about 9:30 or 10, went to bed and got up at 4:30 because I was determined today was the day that the kitchen would be complete, and it is. And as you can see, I've got some new little additions, so let's talk about that, and we'll get into the pricing. But the first thing I'm proud of, let me move you. You see those shelves? Those are magnetic shelves. I got them for $12 for the set. The top one's wider, The bottom one, not as wide, but it's still pretty deep. And so now all of my seasonings are on one. And then at the top, I keep salt, pepper, and my garlic. Y'all have seen my green mason jars. I've had them for years. Perfect. Not on the counter. I don't have to keep running to the pantry. So that's housing them. And then, y'all see my toaster? That's where I pulled my color from because y'all know I love the color green. So I thought, okay, I'm going to Walmart. And I did about, 3 weeks ago. Yeah, about 3-4 weeks ago because I knew this was coming. And they have a new section, $1 to $5. When you walk in, not where the food is, the other side. And man, was they calling my name. I could have just went stupid on them aisles. I think there's like 5 little short aisles. So I came across, well, I don't know if you can see it. Let me turn you. I came across the utensil holders. I bought 2 of them. Can you see the one that sits over here? Because they had that off-white and then they had the green ribbon. Those were $5 a piece. And I was like, okay, I'm getting those. And y'all seen my green candle. I love green. I saw this tray. It was $3. I was like, are they pulling out Lippy's colors this year? And then that little plant, that little fake ivy. Well, it's variegated. It's got the little bit of white, it's got some cream, it's got that toaster green, and then the dark ivy green. That was $2. And I said, oh. And then I saw these green checkered placemats. I got them online because I done purchased this. 4 placemats, and I got the long checkered runner for the table. $10. So when you add it all up, it's less than 30 bucks because a lot of this I already had. And on my lamp that y'all saw in the beginning of the video, I've had that lamp forever. But the shade is starting to see its better days. And when I was at Walmart, I saw a lampshade that would fit, and it actually ties into my egg basket and my Lazy Susan that my coffee and sugar sits on. And I said, you know what? Because in that lamp that sits there, it's a cream, but it's got that little bit of tan outline. And I found it. So I'm going to try to go next week or in 2 weeks and pick up a new shade because that one is, it's in bad shape, let's just say. If you have the light on, you don't see it as much. So I'll change it. And now what I'm doing is it'll bring in the natural elements, the light wicker tan colors that go with everything else I have in here. And it'll still keep it light and bright. But I also noticed that I echo in here, which is odd because all we did was change the backsplash. So I don't know, but it seems airy to me. And it may be because I feel like I'm not smothering, you know, in the dark kitchen. It really, really opened this kitchen up. And the only thing left is the light and the window treatments, which I've already got them picked out. So next month I'll do the window treatments and he's going to put the new light in and the kitchen will be done. Well, not really. We have the big expense and I hope that comes this summer. A new icebox or refrigerator, because the one we have, that's when we moved back from Kentucky, the moving company beat it to death. I'm talking about beat it to death. One of the drawers won't hardly open. So I had been planning on getting a new one. So maybe this summer, I've already picked out the one that I want. And so if that comes to fruition, then we'll have all new appliances in here, stainless steel, and we're taking that refrigerator and we're going to donate it to Mr. Buddy's work. So all the guys can have a place to put their cold food, their freezer food, you know, if they want to bring some freezer things. So yeah, we're going to donate it to them, and I know that they'll greatly appreciate it. So they don't have to worry about lunch boxes or anything. They can probably bring their week's worth and put it in there, you know, paying it forward and just saying, hey, you know, we're thinking about you. So that is the plans, and I hope it all works out, but we'll see, you know. You never know what tomorrow's going to bring, but I'm shooting for the summer. I'm crossing my fingers for the summer. And then it'll be complete. But guys, I'm telling you, this was just, it's incredible. I just keep staring because I cannot believe that Buddy and I did this. And not many boo-boos. And when I say that, what I mean is a couple of the tiles, if you take your hand and you run across the back wall, you may get a slight hump, you know, where I didn't quite set it right. But when I put that grout on, I went a little bit heavy in those spots. You'd never know them boo-boos was there. So that was a smart executive decision I made using white grout. I knew, not knowing what I was doing, that gray wouldn't work for me. But 2, it would show any boo-boo or imperfection. So white on white, I made the right decision. Now, I did put my first sealer on early this morning. I got to do it again in 48 hours. And I'm going to wait a week, and I'm going to do it again and wait 48 hours. So I'm actually going to apply four coats of the sealer, and that's a mess. I'm just going to tell you now, or either I don't know what I'm doing. That's a hot mess. Holy cow, I had that stuff everywhere. And it stinks too. It almost smells like that stuff when you get a new windshield and they put it around that rubber on your window or whatever that is. That's what it reminded me of. Stinks. I was like, oh, where's my Pine Sol? So I still kind of get a small whiff of it. I don't know what's in that stuff, but it's messy and it stinks. But yeah, and my bookcase, y'all saw my little book box. Every ball book I have and canning book is in there, and that's what I wanted it for. I don't know, but I don't want those books. They mean so much to me. I've collected them for years. And I'm sitting here looking at them, and some have been gifted and they've been written in. And it's a reminder to back in the day. You know, it's a reminder to there was history. This is how people preserved. Moving forward, it encourages me. Let's dive in and find another recipe. Let's see what else we can find. I don't know, but I like my canning books where I can put my eyes to them because it inspires me. And I'm just speaking personal. They just inspire me. And I know that's what our ancestors did. Now, they might have not went through a ball book, but y'all know Lippy. Lippy's gonna go by the ball book. That's just the way that it's gonna be. But I've got my coffee here, and it is 3:45 in the afternoon, and I'm gonna cook supper. Yes, in my kitchen. Yes, I am, and I cannot wait. Which we've been cooking in the garage on that little, what is that, that propane burner? We've been cooking on it because I don't have the stove hooked up yet in the sugar shack. And it's been fine, don't get me wrong. We're blessed to have those two little burner things. But to just turn a stove on, I'm like, hot diggity dog. And you know, I don't know what I'm cooking. I just got out the shower. And so I'm going to put something together. Something's going on that stove. You hear me? For us to eat. But yeah, I'm very, very pleased with our kitchen. And I hope y'all enjoyed watching every video. So this will be number 7. And now I can put them all into one playlist. And I hope we did justice to the videos. We didn't want to cut anything out because this was real. We didn't know what we were doing. And maybe it was an encouragement for y'all to want to try it. Or maybe you're saying, I don't think so. Either way, there was a lesson, I hope, built into every video. Because that's what I really wanted to share. I wanted to be 100% transparent. We didn't know what we were doing. And we still don't know what we're doing. But we know that we're glad that it's behind us. Because, guys, that's the hardest thing I have ever done in my life. Hands down, tile is hard. Unless it's something that you do for a living and you're natural at it and you can just whip through it. But if you've never done tile, I'm here to tell you what. Be prepared. Well, maybe it won't whoop you down, but it slap whooped me and Buddy down. Because he cut and he measured and he cut. And I put every bit of the goops on. Now, he helped me with that glue and cutting the paper out. Remember, we had to make a wall. But I laid every bit of this tile. And then, of course, he did the electrical. So it was a team effort, 100% a team effort. But it was not easy. And we are so glad that it's forever behind us. There won't be no more tile work in Lippy's future. Nope, I'm passing that hat off to somebody else. So, take my advice. Don't be scared of it. You know, I'm not scared of anything. But it's fixing to intimidate you if you try it. But I always say you only fail if you don't try. So if y'all want to try it, go for it. I did. And y'all know I can't even read a tape measure till Mr. Buddy bought my own. Y'all, I got a cheater one now. It got the 5/8, the 1/8, the 2/3, whatever that stuff is. They're all marked. He bought me a cheater tape measure. So now I can say, I can have a tape measure. I can read a tape measure. What? Who knew they made them? But maybe I shouldn't have said, I want yours, buddy. He went and bought my own. So now when I need something measured, you know what he gonna say? Well, I bought you that tape measure. And I'm be like, I don't know where I put it. He gonna be, you lie. You know where everything is. So from now on, I guess I'll have to measure everything by myself. But that's okay. I got a measuring tape that'll help me out. So I don't know what tomorrow's gonna bring. I'll try to do a video. There's something really big that has happened. And I will be sharing it with y'all. I'm hoping tomorrow, but it may be Thursday. Because this is big. This is big. And I've been working on this for a very, very long time. So I hope tomorrow is the day that I can turn this camera on and share this extremely surprise, what would you call it? I ain't gonna give it away, so never mind. Maybe tomorrow, if not, definitely Thursday. It all depends on something I'm waiting for. And when that something comes in, the camera's going on. And it's supposed to be here tomorrow. We shall see. I mean, it's en route. I can say that much. So, 2024, wow. It has started off really well because we're keeping a positive attitude. So, you know, what happens tomorrow, the day after, we're determined to stay positive through no matter what. So, yeah. That is going to be my goal for 2024, as it normally is every year, but really this year. God is so good. You guys rock. And Buddy and I, we're so, so blessed to have you and have the Lord above. He's blessing us, you know. He hears us. He knows our intentions. Man, does he have the power to bless. And that he has done for Buddy and I so far in 2024. So I hope to be able to share that with you guys tomorrow or Thursday. So get you a cup of coffee. Celebrate Lippy. I lived through it. And as always, we love you guys. So stay safe.